Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to stand and we want you to make some noise.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go racing here at Knoxville.
Only the best go 3 abreast.
It is showtime at Williams Grove Speedway.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here at Eldora Speedway, it's showtime!
You got them for a breath. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of outlaws.
It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
Set to do battle for 30 laps. The green flag is waving.
Hello again. It's MRN's Winged Nation presented by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. We are talking sprint car racing, our favorite time of the week, and we're glad you joined us here on the Motor Racing Network. Erin Evernham and Steve Post here. And Erin, we were greeted at the end of last week with news from our friends at Dirt Vision that has altered our lives.
Big time. Yeah, I had no idea that announcement was coming, and I was honestly so excited to see that because for people like us who can't get to the races, the dirt races every weekend, what better than to be able to watch it on TV?
Yes, so Dirt Vision is going live video from every race this year. 90-some races. 90-some nights in a hotel room, nights at home. 90-some nights with wine and a baby monitor.
That's a lot of wine.
That's a lot of wine. Oh, my gosh. It is crazy. We live in such an exciting time as far as the sprint car racing goes. The World of Outlaws doing this, and they still, I believe, are going to do some stuff with Stevia Sports Line. Yep. Back last fall, the Articats All-Star Circuit of Champions announced 8 races on MAV TV.
Yep.
So we'll get a chance to see that. ASCS has 13 races on MAV TV, which is great.
Yeah.
And then there's that Lucas Oil Racing app. I don't know if you've looked at this, okay? I just looked at this,
I haven't
okay?
yet.
I've talked about this thing all along the way, but this Lucas Oil Racing app, this is the MAV TV app, okay? $99 a year, but there are probably 8 to 10 all-star races.
Oh.
Are the all-star races, they're going to air them on there so you can take them with you. So it's like you take it on the app, so it's on the go. All of the but then there's some live ASCS races as well.
Great.
And then, of course, our Winged Nation program is on there. So I'm like, oh, my gosh, we are so fortunate right now to follow the races is really a good time. And then you take in all of our Cushion friends and our Speed Shift TV friends and the Racing Boys and everybody that's doing the pay-per-view and the live streaming. Oh, my gosh.
I think it was really neat, too. A lot of the drivers tweeted in their families, like, they appreciate it because unlike in NASCAR and other forms of motorsports where the families can go to the track, a lot of times they're not.
Yeah.
So a lot of people wrote how much they appreciate their family members will actually be able to watch them
Indeed.
live.
No doubt about it. So very, very exciting times and a tip of the cap to everyone. I don't know how they're going to do it from some of those racetracks. I mean, there's sometimes you're talking 2 cans of a string.
Bring the wires.
Bring the wires, exactly. But I look forward to following along, and I think that's great news. Time for our Classic Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery Hot Topics. And our Hot Topics this week, were BUBBA Raceway Park, where the Ohio contingent, the All-Stars, were full force. It started off Thursday night with Chad Kemanaugh.
Yeah.
Unreal.
We talked to him last week, and he said that he was ready, and he wasn't joking.
Oh, my gosh, 17th to 1st in 22 laps.
That was incredible.
I mean, that's freaking wheeling a car.
Yeah, and the track was slick and dry, and
no one else was doing anything like that.
Yeah.
He's out there just like, well, later.
Yeah, the top 3 were not really changing distance in between, and he just came from nowhere.
Unreal. Kemanaugh, okay, well, I'm going to continue on.
That's his type of track,
yes,
too.
It is, no doubt about it. Okay, Friday night it was Tim Shaffer, all Tim Shaffer all the time. And when Tim Shaffer and Cody Jacobs, we're going to talk to Tim in just a little bit. Yeah. When they get that car dialed in, name a track, name a tour, name a sanction, name anyone. When Cody Jacobs and Tim Shaffer get that car dialed in,
I agree.
I am telling you that at times is the fastest car in the country.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
Unreal. Saturday night, man, what a great win for not only for Sheldon Haudenschild driving the car, but for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., for Richard Marshall, the whole new partnership there with everybody. Tyler Swank, the crew chief. I love seeing that rascal in victory lane. And so Sheldon Haudenschild picked up the win. And we're fired up now. We're ready to go.
We're rolling.
We're going to talk to Sheldon here in just a few moments as well. But yeah, that got the dust knocked off.
Absolutely. I mean, what a great way to start the year with a new team, new driver, new partner.
New partner with NOS Energy, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I just think that's fantastic. So great stuff. out there at Bubba Raceway Park. The Eagle Jet Top Gun Sprints, Hayden Campbell swept at East Bay along the way. And, I might just start rubbing it in right now.
You're going to be at the racetrack.
Yes, I'm going to be at the racetrack, and you're going to be in Vermont, right? So,
yep,
yeah.
And I'm going to have Dirt Vision on, and I'm going to have my wine.
Well, I'll text you and let you know how things are going.
And it'll be like 2 feet of snow outside.
Yes,
and
I'll text you. But, yeah, it begins Wednesday night in Volusia with the Arctic Cat All-Star Circuit of Champions. Thursday night, the All-Stars are back, and then woohoo! The World of Outlaws. We had Johnny Gibson at the top of the show. You wanted the best. You got him 4 abreast. That starts on Friday night at Volusia, all part of the Dirt Car Nationals. Yep. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm fired up. I'm geeked out. I won't sleep tonight. It's like Christmas, New Year's, all of it wrapped into one. It is going to be great, that's for sure. Hey, there you have it, the Classic Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery Hot Topics. Classic Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, great for hats, for shirts, for towels, for hoodies. You name it, they've got it. www.classicinkusa.com. We need to step away. When we come back, Sheldon Haudenschild, he joins us next.
Looking for custom racewear and embroidery? Do you want your race fans to represent your race team with trendy, original apparel? Contact Classic Ink USA, the new standard in custom screen printing and embroidery. Located in Greater Pittsburgh, Classic Ink USA's professional staff utilizes state-of-the-art facilities to transform your ideas into an attractive wearable piece. From custom track swag racewear to trendy quick crew wear, Classic Ink handles it all. Find out how you can get started. Contact Classic Ink USA Screen Printing and Embroidery at the track and on your back.
For over 50 years, drivers in sprint car, midget, micro, modified, and even dirt late model have taken the checkered flag on Weld Racing Wheels. Legendary drivers like Joe Saldana, Carl, Mark, and Steve Kinzer, Doug Wolfgang, and countless other racers have trusted Weld Racing Wheels for their superior strength and lightweight construction to finish ahead of the competition. With 50 years of race-winning engineering and technology, American-made Weld Racing Wheels are designed and built to withstand virtually any abuse you throw at them. Weld Racing. Proven speed.
Being there matters, and your United States Navy protects and defends America on the world's oceans. Around the globe, around the clock, Navy ships, submarines, aircraft, and, most importantly, tens of thousands of America's finest young men and women are ready to defend America when piracy threatens global commerce, when disaster strikes, or when called upon by the Commander-in-Chief. Your Navy is there. When it comes to protecting and defending America, being there matters. And America's Navy is already there.
Hi, I'm David Grell, and you're listening to Winged Nation.
Welcome back. It is MRN's Winged Nation, presented by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. Erin Evernham and Steve Post. Let's go to the hotline. Joining us fresh off the win, driving that number 17 Stenhouse Junior Marshall Racing car from Bubba Raceway Park. Sheldon Haudenschild's on the line. Hello, Sheldon. Welcome back to Winged Nation.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Sheldon, how important is it to get off to a good start, and going to victory lane in your third race of the year is a good start? How important is that for you and this team and everybody as we launch into 2018?
Yeah, it's definitely important, especially when you have a pretty new group of guys working together, and only having 3 races in to get a win was huge for them and as a team, and for all the sponsors involved. I think it was a good way to start it off.
I would certainly say so. Now, Sheldon, your dad drove this car last year. How did this transition go where you kind of stole your dad's ride?
My dad, he kind of knew he was just a fill-in, and trying to help them out as a team and get my dad back out on the road was awesome. I've thanked Ricky and those guys a lot just for getting my dad out there. And, that's kind of been a dream of ours to go on the road, even if it was just for half the year. That kind of made my year last year, just to finish off my rookie year and have my dad there racing with us was awesome.
Awesome indeed. That is for sure. Crew chief on that team is one of my favorite people to talk to in the world of Outlaw Pit area. Because if you want to know an opinion, just say, Tyler Swank, what's your opinion on something? How has things been getting, how long have you known Tyler, and how have things been getting acquainted with Tyler?
Yeah, definitely. Tyler is really fun to be around. And, fortunately, I've known Tyler for quite a while. When he was working for Gravel, I think in 2011, 12 maybe, when they had their own deal going, they stayed at our shop in Ohio and, lived at our house. So, me and Tyler have known each other for quite a while, and now we're getting to work together. So, I think everything's going to be really good. We have a whole crew that's easy to be around and easy to talk to, so I think that's half the battle.
Sheldon, you ran your rookie season with your own car, and you had to worry about logistics, paying bills, all that tough management stuff. What is it like to start this year off and just have to worry? The only thing you have to worry about is just being a driver.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different for me. I've been racing for almost 10 years now, and I've been working on the cars for 10 years now. So to just be expected to show up and race and that's all I should worry about is a lot different. But, that's what I've worked for to get to this point. And, I think in the long run it's going to be a lot better to just have to focus on that and not worry about paying the bills.
We mentioned, I talked about your crew chief, Tyler Swank. You're also now affiliated with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and with Jennifer Marshall along the way. The old theory about surround yourself with good people and good things will come. Dude, you got some of the best right there as far as ownership. Have you had a chance to mix and mingle a little bit? I know the Marshalls were down in Florida. What's it been like hanging with the Marshalls, hanging with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. along the way, and what's that transition been like for you working with such top quality people?
Yeah, I think we have a really diverse group of people right now, and all around great people. Having Ricky as owner, a guy that's raced before, I think that's pretty crucial in this sport because you're not going to win every race. And, the Richard and Jennifer, they're really good people. And, they have the logistics of things figured out to run a team like a business. And I think that's just as important these days. So I think we got a really good thing going, and just have to keep it rolling, and I think the results will be there.
Sheldon, another new partner you have this year is NOS Energy Drink, a sponsor that has helped in NASCAR and other big forms of motorsports. How important is it to bring them to dirt racing, and how big is it for your team to have them on board?
Yeah, it's huge. I think it brings a whole other level to our sport. They obviously know how to do things right. If anybody was at Chili Bowl, they were top of the line. They set the bar pretty high, and I think if we can get that into our sprint car team, is going to be huge. Just to raise the bar, I think. There's not a lot of people doing that in sprint car racing right now. If you look to other motorsports like motocross, you walk around their pit area, and it's a whole nother level, I think. So if they can bring that to our sport, it's going to be huge.
Indeed. I really like what they're doing there, and I love what they did at the Chili Bowl, that's for sure. Sheldon, my final question for you here today. We've talked about last year you fielded your own team. What's the status of that? I know at one time there was a lot of conversation about your dad wheeling that car around home. Is that still the plan? Where are you guys at with the number 93 car?
Well, I ended the year, and I actually had quite a bit of parts left over, and we were partnered with Southern Pacific Farms, and we each kind of owned half, so half went back to California, and I still have my half. So my cars, I just gave them to my dad, and some of my other sponsors were down to help my dad also. So I think the plan is right now that he's going to run the full All-Star deal, and he's got a lot of my old sponsors that are still willing to help, and I still had a lot of parts, so. I think he has plenty of stuff to race the 50 All-Star races or however many there are, and be at a lot of outlaw shows too. So I think that'll be good. And as far as crew guys, not sure on Bonsai yet, but I know Zach's going to help him. So he has a lot of good help, and I think he should be pretty good in that car.
This thing is just full of good news. I'm telling you what, Sheldon, I'm telling you, a lot of times when we have these transitions, someone ends up here and someone ends up here, and someone's like, hey, wait a minute, what about me? Yeah. This one seems to be smelling like a rose. Everybody is, yourself, your father, and race fans more important than anyone else. Mm-hmm. Hey, congratulations on that win at BUBBA, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Yep, thank you, guys.
There we go. Sheldon Haudenschild. Man, I don't know what I'm more excited about, Sheldon or Jack. 50 races with the All-Stars, batting down the hatches there. Oh, my gosh. That's exciting. Gosh. That really is. We need to step away because speaking of All-Stars, another guy that's set to go with the All-Stars, Tim Shaffer, and this is a bad, fast man. He joins us next.
Aggressive Hydraulics, where we engineer the cylinders that move your business. We specialize in designing and manufacturing purpose-built, application-specific hydraulic cylinders with superior precision and performance, making OEM products stronger, crafting cylinders that operate on a global basis in a wide variety of industries and applications. Get aggressive with your cylinder challenges. AggressiveHydraulics.com.
Sage Fruit is a high-quality grower, packer, and shipper of Washington State apples, pears, and cherries. Sage Fruit believes in sprint car racing. Sage Fruit has been a proud sponsor of sprint cars for the last 15 years and a proud partner of Winged Nation for the last 3 years. We love sprint car racing, and we are there for our sprint car fans. Sage Fruit works hard to deliver an exceptional eating experience. We value our relationship with sprint car fans and appreciate your continued support of Sage Fruit. Ask for Sage Fruit at your local grocer.
Find Winged Nation on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and in the MRN.com Media Center.
Welcome back. It is MRN's Winged Nation, presented by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. Erin Evernham and Steve Post. Let's go right back to the hotline. Joining us fresh off from a trip to Victory Lane on Friday night. He went all Aliquippa on him up there Friday night down at BUBBA. And the Damian Runzek number 49 car. Tim Shaffer's on the line. Hello, Tim. Welcome back to Winged Nation.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We are doing well. Congratulations, Tim. How important is it to check a win off early in the season, to get a win down in Florida and get things kicked off well for you guys?
It's awesome. It's just good for everybody, the whole team. This helps get the ball rolling better and better. Like I said, we got Cody Jacobs here, and Brandon Mattis has been helping us out. So pretty neat deal. We got 3 guys, and we're not used to having that many people, but it really helps.
Tim, you mentioned Cody Jacobs. You two just seem to, I don't even know, you have that perfect chemistry between a driver and a crew chief. What is it like working with him, and what is it that makes you guys work so well together?
I don't know. We've worked together over the years several times, and we just have fun with it. It's about having fun, a good time, and racing good. And when you can enjoy each other's company like that and get along, and it just seems like everything flows a lot better.
Tim, as you move through this, you've seen the ups and downs of it. You've had rides, you've lost rides, you've gone through. It's called sprint car racing. It's not unique to you. But this 49 team, this Damian Runzek team, what has the evolution been like? What is your owner's background in this? And obviously you're up to 3 crew guys working with this thing, so it's obviously going well. What's their background, and where does their passion for this come from?
That's unique about it. Cody's drove before, so he knows what it's like to drive a car, and that's where he can see, I think, helps so much, that he can see what I'm struggling through or what I'm doing, because he can relate to it. Being, racing before and being a driver, I think that's a big plus.
Tim, you've always been a top-notch driver. I consider one of the best. But it seems, for some reason, and it's a great compliment to you, you're just getting better and better. What is creating that? Is it the team? Is it the crew chief? Or is it something that you're doing?
I guess you get a little smarter as you get older. Other than the first night at Ocala, I thought I was 18 again. I was trying to fit through holes that didn't exist. I tore his part up. But, it's about being a good group of people you got around you. The Runzek and Dinians, everybody at the shop there, they're all into it. They're having fun with it. They work together. And I think that's what makes you so successful.
Well, you have the success, and you're comfortable working with it. But, Tim, I'll just be honest with you. There are times, and I stated at the top of the show, where that 49 car might be, there are moments when that's the fastest car in the country. I mean, that thing, when you guys have that thing dialed in, I look at Ransomville last year, I don't care who they flew in. Nobody was going to beat you that night. At this point in life, knowing you're not going to get that every night, what is that like to have? What is that like to walk through the gate of the racetrack and know that, man, tonight I can just go out here and stomp everybody if this thing is right? What's that like?
Well, it's not quite like that, but we know we're put ourselves in position, and that's why I preach all the time. We got to put ourselves in position because, say we race 70 races, we put ourselves in position 70 times, you may win 10, maybe, because something always happens. man. And it's for sprint car racing. Something's always going to happen. You never know. But we got to put ourselves in position to give ourselves a chance.
Absolutely. Tim, you announced that you guys are going to run the full All-Star Tour this year. I know last year you kind of picked an outlaw schedule, hit and miss. Are you looking forward to running to points this year, or are you going to kind of miss that outlaw schedule?
I really like the outlaw schedule. Go where we want, do what we want. I don't know. The biggest thing is making it fun for everybody is the key. Because when it don't become fun, then you really don't want to do it. And it's about enjoying ourselves. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and it needs to be fun about it too.
All right, well, we're in the wintertime now, so I don't know that there's much go-kart racing at the go-kart track out back. But are you guys planning a big season out at the karting track once the snow clears off and everything else?
Well, that's probably going to start a little later because I'm going to be gone. We plan on going out to California, and Texas, Vegas, and California, and then come back and start running April at home. So we got a pretty big schedule with this sprint car deal, and we'll still do some karting, but it ain't going to be as much. Right now it's about you gotta make a few bucks here and put some money away.
No doubt.
Tim, every driver has Knoxville, Kings Royal, some of the bigger races highlighted on their schedule. Are there any other races that are important to you that you have on your schedule this year that you'd really like to win?
Well, to be honest, they all are. It doesn't matter if it's where you're at or what track it is. Our goal is to do the best we can at every track and keep going back. We got to put ourselves in position. We put ourselves in position, we can win some races, and that's very key, I think. But it'd be awesome. Knoxville is always on top of the list, and so is Eldora. Lernerville, the Silver Cup. It's a local track at home, being home. There's so many of them that mean so much, but I really don't push the issue on them because all we can do is try our best, and I think you can get all hyped up on that, and you kind of screw yourself. So we just go in there, and I keep saying, put yourself in position, and it may happen, may not.
Well, the most important race then, I guess, is Volusia on Wednesday night as you get set for the next one along the way. Big old half-mile racetrack. How do you feel getting ready to go in there? And I'm assuming you're running all 5 nights of it. How do you feel as you get teed up and ready to go at Volusia?
That's a place I never won at. I've been really close there, but, it's a tough place. But I feel this year we have the best chance that I ever have because we're going to run, Charlie Garrett. Gave us a great engine, and we'll run that on the outlaw shows the 3 nights, and then I think we're going to mess around, run the Ryder and the Gresman at the All-Star shows, just trying them out, see how good they are. That's the option this year. It's awesome that we have our engine program is really, really awesome. Scott Gresman's built us really good engines, and we have a Ryder that we've been running. That's what we won with the other night. It's a Ryder engine, and it runs great. And then we got Charlie Garrett. That guy, it blows my mind. He's amazing. He does such a great job, and we'll run at the 3 outlaw shows. So I think we're, engine-wise, we're in pretty good shape.
Boy, and that's a place that needs it, that's for sure. Yeah. Tim, it's so much fun watching you wheel a race car. I just love getting a chance to do it. Can't wait to catch up with you down at Volusia this weekend. Congratulations on getting one checked off already, and we wish you the best and knocking some more out as we roll through the season.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it very much.
There we go. That's Tim Shaffer joining us here on the program, and I love what's going on with him because like I said, he just. I know he says and I know it's not that easy.
Yeah.
But there are times when it looks. Yeah. There are times that car is that good at times.
Absolutely.
And I just love it for him. I really do. One of the real good guys, that's for sure. Former Knoxville champion as well. Yes, indeed. Hey, we need to step away. More MRN's Winged Nation in just a moment.
The American Sprint Car Series is back for its 27th year. Whether you're catching the Lucas Oil ASCS National Tour at tracks like Williams Grove, Skagit Speedway, Knoxville Raceway, Lucas Oil Speedway, or any of the 6 regional tours across the United States, you'll find the ASCS Nation racing at a track near you. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram today. Then see the full schedule, track-by-track history, updates, and more at ASCSRacing.com.
The National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum is proud to open the Brian Clausen Suite Tower in 2018. Located next to the museum, it's a testament to the sprint car community's commitment to honor Brian Clausen's legacy while helping the museum sustain financial stability into the future. To donate to the Brian Clausen Suite Tower and help cover construction costs, visit bcforever.com or call the museum directly at 800-874-4488. Bring your friends by the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum next time you visit Knoxville.
Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires will get you there, whether you're running on dirt or running a job. Our dependable, high-quality tires are the perfect fit for your needs. For unmatched value, selection, and warranty with industry-leading road hazard protection, there's only one choice, Hercules Tires. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com or call 800-677-9535. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
Hi, I'm Donnie Schatz, and you're listening to Winged Nation on MotorRacingNetwork.com.
Welcome back. Thank you, Donnie. I'd like to use that opportunity to remind you that Donnie Schatz, or to let you know, that is, that Donnie Schatz joins us on our MRN Winged Nation presented by Sage Fruit Show. That is on Saturday on MAV TV, so you can catch Donnie there. Later this week, Jason Johnson going to join us on our Winged Nation Weekend podcast presented by Hefner Racing Products. That'll be on MRN.com on Thursday. So a big, big week coming up for us along the way. One of the things we like to focus on here is the Sprint Car Hall of Fame, the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum located in turn number 2 at Knoxville, one of the greatest spots on earth. And we do the birthday calendar along the way. Monday would have been the birthday of Ted Johnson. Today, Jeff Swindell's birthday. Okay, yes, all hail Donald Trump. Jeff Swindell's birthday. Ralph Speedy Helm, who would have celebrated a birthday today. Fascinating guy, and this is where I love the Sprint Car Hall of Fame because we get to learn about these guys, and he is one of the Hall of Fame members. Born in 1905 in Illinois, in 1922, started driving at age 17, but a very short driving career. Aaron, he owned sprint cars for 52 years. That is amazing. Drivers like Tom Bigelow, Joey Chitwood, Dickie Gaines, Jim Hurtubise, Judd Larson, Johnny Rutherford, and many, many more. 52 years. He had a meticulous sprint car. Every detail went into the sprint car, and he towed it with a street car on a one-axle trailer.
That's awesome.
All went into the race car. That's well. He died in 1993, but Ralph Speedy Helm, another one of the great stories contained in the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, located at turn number 2 in Knoxville. Wednesday birthday, Josh Wise. Thursday, Jimmy Oskey and Gene Lynch, birthday on Thursday. Friday would have been Jan Opperman's birthday. Saturday, Jason Sides and Jack Dover, Fred Offenhauser. I wonder if Sides will celebrate down at
No, he doesn't ever celebrate.
He won't celebrate at all. So
love beer.
Yes, exactly. A word from Jason Sides. So, as I mentioned along the way, and again, the Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, we got so many great partners here on the show, and we appreciate what everyone does for us here along the way. Again, I want to remind you that Thursday, Jason Johnson joins us on our Winged Nation Weekend podcast, presented by Hefner Racing Products. Saturday, we went to Stewart House Racing, and we went down there, and Donnie Schatz, we sat down with him for our Winged Nation show presented by Sage Fruit. And next week, we are going to have an interesting show because Ashley and I, they're going to send us with a camera.
Volusia.
That's right. We will be in Volusia, unlike somebody else was not. But Ashley and I, they're going to send us with a cameraman out into the pits.
That's scary.
It's as a scary thought, and that will be next week's show here on Winged Nation. So I'd like to tell you who we're talking to. I don't know. I'd like to tell you what we're going to say. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. This is a scary thought. This had to go to the top level of management.
I want to see the uncut version of what comes back.
Gosh,
that's what I want to see.
Yes, indeed. This had to go. We had to really twist some arms with upper-level management at MRN just to allow us to do this. And I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know. And it may be 2 other people hosting the show the week after that. So who knows after we get done. But great fun, and we're looking forward to being at Volusia this weekend. We appreciate Sheldon Haudenschild and Tim Shaffer for joining us here on the program today. Great to talk to those guys as we kick off the 2018 season. Erin Evernham and Steve Post here, but more important than talking to those guys, we appreciate you letting us join us and you joining us here for for Winged Nation.
You've been listening to Winged Nation, presented by Hercules Tire, ride on our strength. You can also find Winged Nation on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and in the MRN.com Media Center. Winged Nation is a production of the Motor Racing Network. All rights reserved.